This is Haven. I'm on board with the soundtrack already. And the art style, I don't think this is the art style you play the game in, which makes me actually kind of like it more. That they decided to do this for the introduction. I feel like the music needs to be louder. So I don't know if this is actually the introduction to the game, or if this is just the attract mode. Like if I push a button, I'll get a main menu. But I don't want to push a button because this is neat, and I want to watch it. So I guess, I don't know. I guess should we just watch this until we find out if it repeats? Okay, it's got an end. Cool. So anyway, as I was saying, this is Haven. I've played the demo, but it was a while ago. As I understand it, you are a couple settling on a new world, and it's kind of a visual novel, but it's a visual novel where you also fly around on a planet. And it's really adorable, is what I remember. So let's get into it. Let's find out what this game is. Haven is not a challenging game. We recommend starting with the default difficulty level. Okay, so I just played Unto the End that has a warning at the beginning. And it says, basically, you need to be very deliberate in combat, expect to die a lot, expect that you're going to run out of supplies and have to start over again. They're just really warning you up front, this is the kind of game you're playing. I love that this game is warning you that it's not hard. Just there are like these different flavors of indie games sort of in the modern industry where there are the indie games that are just like, you have not experienced something that is as hardcore as what you're about to experience. No, like AAA games cannot be this hardcore. They can't afford to. They need broad audiences, but you came to our tiny little indie game so that you can have an experience that is harder than anything you've ever had before. And then you've got the fluff bunny indie games that are like, it's okay. You don't want a big challenge? That's all right. We're just here to have fun together and relax and chill. You want to just chill? Come and chill with our game. And you even get a game like Celeste. Very, very hard game. But its whole attitude is, come on and just chill with us. Hey, you want to turn off the hard stuff? That's cool. Give yourself some extra powers. We just want you to hang out in our world and just fly around with our adorable angsty teenagers. And just like, I love both of these things. In fact, I might even love, even though I'm making fun of it a little bit, I think I might even love the Fluff Bunny games a little bit more than the super hardcore games. But wow, this is great. So Greeting Scar is referring to this as light souls, which I think makes a lot of sense. And Lord Fortuna says, imagine starting a book with this warning. The language in this opus requires a high level of literary comprehension. Right? Like Neil Stephenson should probably put that at the beginning of his books, but whatever. Okay, so next. However, if you feel like you would enjoy Haven more, but making it easier, there are difficulty options in the pause menu available at all times. Okay, so what? Default or reduce? Let's go default. Because I'm hardcore. I'm going to go with the default difficulty. So anyway, that was a digression. We should get onto this game.
What's that you got cooking?
Apple dew stew with apple dews.
Didn't we have that yesterday? Or the day before?
No. Yesterday, it was baked apple dew with apple dews. And the day before, it was fried apple dews.
With apple dews. I remember now.
Sorry, I'm doing what I can to switch up our meals. But in my defense, we have a pretty limited set of ingredients.
Hey, I wasn't complaining. I'm glad that you're doing the cooking. Otherwise, I'd be eating, I guess, apple juice.
Oh, did you have a chance to look at the engine?
Yeah. It does seem like it took some damage upon landing. But I should be able to fix that real quick.
Smash those gender roles. Nice. Well done. Okay. Ooh, I have good news. Do I have good news? I don't know. Let's find out.
I also have some good news.
What's that?
I love you.
Oh,
Oh, with the lights off? Works for me.
No. I didn't do that. We must have run out of flow.
Weren't you supposed to charge up the nest today?
Excuse me if I was working on the engine. I can't do everything.
No worries. I'll go get some more outside. If I'm lucky, I'll stumble upon something to spice up the apple dews.
I'll come with you.
So the tank says, I thought he was going to say, I'm pregnant. No, that is not what happened. Okay, so I can, I must change my, I can review the dialogue? Nice. What I need to do, though, is change my controls so that the Y-axis is inverted. Ooh, sensitivity in the nest and outside. So it's like, when do I use the camera in the nest? I don't know. Well, anyway, that's good. So I can switch between the two characters. Cool. I can walk. Walk. Oh, you coming along? Cool. Glide. Yes. Yes. Okay. Oh, what's this? It's a thing. Left stick down to do a U-turn? Hold it down. Hold it down like down. Okay, hold on. Wait. Okay, move forward. Hold it down to do a U-turn. Okay, got it.
Over there. A flow thread. Whoops.
I thought it meant...
Try again? Yes! Just like that.
Okay, trying to... Okay, so you really gotta...
Well, that was a bust. We were too slow.
Perfect.
Okay, good, we got that
Although
one.
it seems like one thread won't be enough.
No worries, we'll find others.
So it is hard to turn on a dime in this game. Like, it's hard to, like, just slow down
How many more do
and...
you think we need?
I don't know.
And steer
3?
carefully.
Maybe 4?
Good thing there are plenty of flow threads around here.
Okay, missed that one up. I don't know what flow threads are. I do have kind of a special place in my heart, though, for kind of fantastical sci-fi settings. Oh, hold L... Oh, okay, that's where my tight turning goes. Holding down LT. All right. Anyway, I really like... So whenever something takes place in space or in something that feels futuristic, you want to call it science fiction. That's not always true, right? Like, there are a lot of worlds that, you know, like, that take... They're holding hands now. Oh my gosh, this is the cutest game. Okay, there are a lot of, worlds that are pretty popular where it's not really, like where it's a kind of a space planet, future spaceship sort of world. It's got technology and reactors and stuff like that. You know, it's like it has got that sort of sci-fi vibe to it. but or at least it's got that sort of like those it's got the ingredients usually associated with science fiction, but it's got more of a fantastical
Crucial.
feel to it.
It allows you to change direction without having to stop all the time.
Do I do that?
We all do it.
And so like this feels like a game where there's very little about flow and about our ability to glide, or that it feels like it's rooted in science.
2 more threads, and we'll be all set.
This is definitely one of those sort of magical sci-fi worlds where it's more about this sort of like luscious fantasy feel than it is about any kind of, set of rules about
All right.
how the
I'm all
science of the
charged
world
up.
works.
Me too. We can go when you're ready.
Yeah, I kind of want to keep doing this. Like, I think this world kind of reminds me a little bit of Saga, probably, because it's just got this, it's got this sci-fi vibe to it, but it's also magical and beautiful and sort of it's mostly about these fantastical visuals and things like that. And it's also mostly about an adorable romance, so,
All good. This should last us a few days.
Now it's our turn to fill up.
Huh?
I'm hungry.
Can you guys hear the dialogue okay, by the way? Should I turn it up a little bit? So Greetings Scar actually had some questions about the controls that I can probably try to answer next time I go outside the nest. It says, can you drift and then swap character and then do a U-turn? Like, can you chain this stuff together to get some, weird effects? I don't know. I'll try that out later on. So Greetings Scar is asking about the Banner Saga. It's basically like I think as I was sort of listing fantastical worlds that sort of like ride the boundary between fantasy and science fiction. I don't know if the Banner Saga counts. I mean, it definitely has the magic in that world. Definitely looks different from the magic you see in other places. But it's that still strikes me as being firmly in the realm of fantasy. I feel like there's something I played recently though, or played or watched or something, where it was fantastical, but it had. It felt like fantasy from moment one, but as you explored it, it started feeling more and more like it was rooted in technology, or like I think like Nausicaa, for instance, is one that kind of gives you a little bit of that. You're like, it gets techier as you go, and you realize that the magic of this world, or the fantasticalness of this world, grew out of some kind of, science fiction-y disaster. Oh, no. Okay, Greetings Card was not bringing up the Banner Saga because I talked about Saga. Saga is a graphic novel series. Sorry, I didn't understand what you were asking because I already lost the thread of that part of the conversation because I just talk so much and I don't read the chat. Saga is a graphic novel series. It's really, really good. It's extremely adult, so definitely don't get it for your kids or something like that. But it's set in a world where you've got it's a fantasy world where you've got. Effectively, it feels like Aasimar and Tieflings, basically, like if you're going to use like Dungeons and Dragons terms, and like there's these groups that have been fighting a war for generations, and it's sort of a Romeo and Juliet story with two of them who fall in love and have a child, which is supposed to be impossible, and they're on the run. Both of their people want them all dead, and also there's some robot people with television heads who also want them dead. It's whatever. There's a lot going on, and but it's definitely like it feels like there's like blaster guns and starships and all this stuff, but there's also magical things and the characters look very fantasy inspired, and so you kind of like you're like, where does this belong? Which, if there's a fantasy shelf and a science fiction shelf, where do people expect to find this series? If you're extremely technical about it, if you're just like, well, science fiction must be grounded in actual science, then obviously it's fantasy. But when you think about science fiction, you don't necessarily think of it's grounded in actual science. What you think of is there's spaceships and technology, or there's, an apocalypse, or there's, it's like there's this sort of like futuristic category of subject matter that feels science fiction-y, and then there's this sort of like fantastical thing where it's like, I don't know, Dragon Riders of Pern, for instance. Anne McCaffrey insisted that it was science fiction because she had, you know, a scientific explanation for everything that was happening, but it was dragons, and so it was fantasy. It went on the fantasy shelf. I love just sort of exploring the boundaries of these genres because there's a reason to have a different fantasy and science fiction genres. They have different vibes, you're in a different mood when you want to read different things, and so you want to be able to go to one place to find science fiction and another place to find fantasy, but they're really so similar, and there's so much overlap and crossover, and I love when something just rides the line right between them, like this thing where you're clearly in a space colony on an alien planet, and also magical and crazy. Anyway, what am I talking about? Yeah, so Lord Fortuna's is like, well, yeah, you can call that space opera or science fantasy or something. That's true. They do have words for that sort of like that muddy between genre gradient. But you know, it's not like there's a shelf for that at the bookstore, you know, and so it still can be. There's not a tag for that on you know, a video streaming site. Should I play this game? Maybe I should play this game. Oh, what? Oh, whoa, my camera. Okay, hold on. I told it to invert my camera. What? No. Ugh. So my camera setting outside the nest does not apply to inside the nest, so I have to look up and down like a normal person. Okay, well, let's cook. So I've got apple dews and apple dews. What am I doing? Okay, I don't quite understand how I controlled that, but it's time to make some roasted apple dews. Eat now. Eat now.
Done. Roasted apple dews with apple dews.
I can't tell if you're actually excited about this, or if you just enjoy seeing me suffer.
I like this couple. This game depends on you liking this couple, so well done.
How long do you think this is gonna last?
The flow? Well, if we keep our consumption in check, I think a few days.
No, I meant us. Us here. How long until they come get us?
Do we have to talk about this?
Get us how? Are we in trouble? Or get us, like, rescue us?
We are going to need to at some point. We need to be prepared. We need a plan.
I'm planning on finishing my plate without hearing about the apiary. Is that okay?
Okay.
And FYI, you are the one that ruined the mood, not me.
Okay, did you see that subtle touch there where, like, you know, whenever one of them is talking, they get a little aura around them, and when he was confident, he had a red aura. And then when there was an awkward silence, just the aura just went back and forth a little bit, and no one was talking. That was a great way to express awkward silence. Nice move, everybody. So this is not the kind of game I usually play. But I can absolutely appreciate when they're doing the things that they're doing really well. You know what's creepy? I feel like I'm a third person. I'm a third person walking around in this world. Who am I right now? I mean, obviously, I'm the director. I'm the cameraman. I'm the, you know, I'm not anyone. But I'm so used to this position that I'm in right now, being a person, like being a character. It's kind of strange to be just navigating to them this way. Like, if I was navigating between, like, security cameras or something, for instance, I wouldn't feel like I was anyone. But because I'm moving around like a video game character, it feels odd.
You?
All right, let's talk about it. Fine.
I was just gonna ask if you could switch off the light.
Oh.
You've been mulling it over this whole time?
Of course I've been mulling it over this whole time. Thank you for adding one more thing to my mind.
Hold on, are you telling me you hadn't thought about it before?
You know what? No, I hadn't thought about it. I'm trying not to think about the apiary. Enjoy what we have here, even if it isn't much. Do you really think that they can come get us here?
If we could take the flow bridge here, then so can they.
But there's no way they can know where we are, is there? I cut off the autonav, the astrolock. Even the landing was all manual.
I'm just saying, let's prepare for the worst.
So, okay. Is the apiary the oppressive government that we're escaping from in order to be together? Is that what the apiary is? I'm not sure. By the way, hey there, Hi Cadet. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. And see you later. Greetings, Scar. I don't know. You're probably gone by now because you just said goodbye a couple minutes ago. Lord Fortiz points out, by the way, that if it was security cameras, it would actually be more creepy. That is true. If I was watching them through security cameras, that would be creepy. I wasn't really... Yeah, but you know what I was talking about anyway. You know what I meant. I wouldn't feel like I was meant to be a person, you know? Maybe it's not security cameras. Maybe it's just like a camera position in each room. It's like, which room would you like to go to? And I select the bedroom, and then I'm in the bedroom. My perspective is in the bedroom, but I'm not like walking into the bedroom. Anyway, so I'm not saying this because you don't ever say this to your significant other because they are required at that point to take you very seriously and to kind of panic a little bit inside. So you say this.
At worst, I kill them.
Whoa, you.
What? If that's what it takes not to go back, I'll do it. No problem. Kill them, steal their ship. By the time they send more guys, we'll be far away.
You're seriously not considering...
Maybe not. Maybe I am. At worst, we'll know.
You're scaring me.
Oh, come on. You're totally safe. You're my teddy bear.
I'm not sure how I should take this.
Well, take me in your arms for a start.
I was like, how long are we going to watch them sleep?
You aren't dressed yet?
I put on my pajamas.
I mean, to get out.
Well, see, I was just wondering, do we have to get out? Can't we just hang in the nest for once? Lounge around, read a book, watch a movie?
We don't have movies.
Right, sure, but you know what I mean.
Come on, the weather's great.
But the weather is always great.
For now. Who knows? Tomorrow could be the beginning of the long winter months. Could last for years. One more reason to stock up on apple dews.
Apple dews!
You know, always being right is not necessarily a good quality. On the contrary, many people find it very unappealing.
You?
Not sure.
I kind of like that I keep choosing the confident option. Like, I don't know, I want to see their relationship as both of them are increasingly confident. That seems like that would be the best case scenario. Oh, for a second I thought there was some torn clothing over here, but no. Hey guys, are we leaving? We're leaving. Oh. He's a sad guy.
Do you remember where the apple dews were?
Could we try and pick something else for a change?
I don't even see the apple dews, so, you know.
Follow me.
Oh, that's an apple dew. What do I do? What? Now, okay. Yeah. I got used to it being non-inverted.
Apple juice again.
Who knows how long we're gonna be stuck here? We might as well stock up.
Yes, I kind of remember seeing apple dews during my...
Is it
What
me
the?
or is the ground shaking?
It's shaking. It's shaking a lot.
When is this scene?
Is it over?
Seems like it. Anything broken?
No, I don't think so. Well, except...
It's not all lost.
Well, it is. A bit.
Look, we can always search the islet, try and find a way to get to the other side.
Such as...
I don't know. A rope, a jetpack, spring-loaded shoes, anything.
And if we don't find it?
If we don't find... I don't know. That's why we'll have to find something.
Okay.
Okay, so not only is the nest damaged, but we're on the other side of the gap.
Caught me a thread.
You definitely should have some more apple dews. Oh wait, what's this thing?
I think I found something.
Huh?
Call me crazy, but this looks like a Bluton.
Yep, it looks like a flow bridge. Kind of like the one we took to get here.
A Bluton.
Smaller?
Is that possible?
So, okay. When I was watching Battlestar Galactica back in the day, I used to say fracking all the time. Do I need to pick up bluting? This is a Bluton flow bridge. Alright, here we go.
Why not? We still don't really know how the flow bridges work in space, but if the phenomenon can happen on a macro scale, then why not on this one? If there can be flow between two planets, why not two bits of a planet?
Okay. If this really is a flow bridge, I'm not sure what we're waiting for.
What?
Flow bridges are linking one place to another, right? So this one definitely leads someplace.
Wait, you want to just get on there without knowing where it goes?
It goes elsewhere. I think that's as good a start as any.
Huh.
Let's do it. Let's go get dressed for a fancy gala.
Do we have everyone? Okay?
Here.
Then we're good.
Looks like we're on another islet.
Yeah. The bridge seems to be a link between the islets. If there are any others like this, we may be able to get back to the nest.
I really like this couple. I just have to say that. Also, Twitch Dude wonders, is the mohawk gone for good? It's gone for a bit. I don't know. I never want to say something's gone for good. Oh, hello. While we're talking, these two are just gonna hug, because why not? But yeah, so I'm not planning on growing a mohawk again. Or I guess you don't really grow a mohawk, you more cut a mohawk. I'm not planning on cutting a mohawk again soon. And the older I get, the weirder it would get to put it back. So I don't know. It might be gone for good, but I haven't committed to that or anything. Oh, let me sit down. This grass is really, really tall. Also, Twitch says it's been a big part of the Orangutan brand. It kind of has for a couple of years. I mean, I definitely started streaming before I had. There's a bird on your head. There is a bird on your head.
Do you see what I'm seeing?
What?
A big ugly lizard?
No, the mushrooms on its back. Looks like a type of Hygroscybrubescens.
Ah. Is that good news? Like, can we eat it?
Oof, not at all. Unless you're looking for a quick way to unload your kidneys. But don't you find that symbiosis amazing? The movements of the lizard are helping spread the spores. As far as what the lizard is gaining, I'll have to study that closer.
What? Head in the clouds? Become a bird perch? Nice. So they're kind of making fun of me for sitting here and chatting with you instead of playing the game. But that's great.
Maybe it has bad hygiene. Maybe what you call symbiosis is just a fungal infection.
That's
a
symbiosis.
possibility. We'd have to get a sample to...
Stop. Touch one of those mushrooms and you won't touch me again. Ever.
I love their relationship. What's this? Ooh, rattle pepper.
Have you ever seen such a thing?
No, never. Must be an endemic species. I wonder if it's edible.
Only one way to find out.
Yes, you're right. I'll pick up some berries and run some tests. First, we'll need to observe any cutaneous reactions.
Is she eating?
Then we'll cook them to eliminate bacteria.
It's peppery.
You did not.
Go ahead. Try it. I'm sure you'll love it.
Oh, yeah. That is peppery.
Lightweight. Off we go. Let's pick these.
I'm not sure these will go great with the apple dews. But where there's a meal, there's a way.
You know what doesn't go great with apple dews? Apple dews.
I love that the scale of problem we're solving is so small. Like, I mean, we've got... Wait, was that a sleeping lizard? I don't know why I'm collecting this flow. I don't know what it's for. But yeah, but I love that, like, we're stranded on an alien planet. We're clearly fleeing some kind of oppressive government.
This is so slow. We're not going anywhere.
So?
But, like, what I'm spending a lot of my time thinking about is the variety in our diet. And I don't know, there's something just adorably petty about that I just really like. Okay, I want to touch this lizard. Oh, yes. Scratchy, scratchy. So can I do this until a bird lands on my head? That's the question. Apparently I can do this indefinitely. Okay, let's get out of here. There's a flow bridge I came in on. I can continue to scratch lizards. What is that thing?
Watch out. I'm not sure our boots will fare too well in the water.
Oh, could they get damaged?
No way. They're waterproof. But you won't exactly grip the track underwater.
Okay. Right, so I feel like I've interacted with all the things I've found, except... What is that thing? Oh, whoa, was that something interactive over there? What was this? Oh, more rattle pepper. Cool. Alright, so now what? Is there anything over here I missed? No, just some apple dews over here. Keep wanting to dive into the water because I got used to it, like Immortals Phoenix Rising, they often hide stuff under there. Oh, and I think I already followed this. This one I already followed. Yeah, I followed it up to this cliff. That's right. Do a U-turn. Now, was this the rattle pepper I already investigated, or nope? This is new. I didn't go this way yet. Just a lizard. Nope, there's also some rattle pepper. So I feel like I'm doing a good job of collecting my dinner, not doing a good job of figuring out what else I can do here. What's up this way? Hello? Oh, is that a different flow bridge?
Seems like our mini flow bridge.
Good.
She's so excited to have some food.
Wow. That's actually, what is that?
We should take a closer look.
So someone has just reminded me that, of course, I left my stream information set to the previous game, and so people who want to see me play Unto the End are gonna have to scroll back because we are playing Haven right now. All right, so we're on a new islet, and what did we see? We want to investigate? Oh, some kind of splotchiness, it looks like. Let's Oop, looks like I lost it. What are you? Okay, I'm having trouble controlling this. Let's figure this out. Okay, let's... Okay, we got it.
Any idea what's underneath our feet, Mr. Geologist?
I'm a biologist.
Isn't that the same thing?
Biology, the living, geology, the rocks.
And what makes you think this is not living, pray tell?
It looks like a dust deposition. Some kind of rust. And it looks like this kind of rust is particularly sensitive to flow.
What?
Look beneath your feet.
Oh, there's vegetation underneath. It was probably smothered.
Good thing we came this way.
That way, look. It looks like the rust has formed into a bigger chunk.
Great. We can bring that back to the nest to study it.
Okay, so I can clean up this
This is a
stuff.
pretty one.
So imagine my goal is to clean up all this stuff and then collect
Make sure they don't get
ingredients
squished.
that I revealed. This is basically just an elaborate dinner fixing simulator, isn't it?
I got a big one.
Oh, whoops. All right, let's take out some more of this garbage.
Rust.
Saw that.
For some reason, I keep hitting the X button.
Another flow bridge.
Oh,
That's great. It means there must be others. If we're lucky, they'll bring us back to the nest.
I keep hitting the X button thinking that that is what's going to make me drift. But no, it's left
could
trigger.
always be
It's always been
useful.
the left trigger. Why do I keep intuiting that it should be the X button? That's strange.
Even the appledew shrubs are completely covered.
I hope this one will yield some nice and juicy fruit to thank us.
That's it. That was the last one.
Clearly, we're breathing a lot easier without all this rust.
Yeah, don't get rust lung. Now I see some food over here. Did I miss anything? Hello, big dumb lizard. Oh. I like how they make your walk maddeningly slow, just so that you'll be motivated to flow around instead. Okay, so they make the departure gate look significantly different from the arrival gate, so you don't get confused. That's nice. Did I grab that one? Yeah, I think I did. So Tank is wondering if that rust is going to end
should
up...
find the nest if we keep going north.
Explain to me how you know which way north is on this planet.
We should find the nest if we keep going straight ahead.
Thank you.
I like that the characters are smart, and they know when they've said a dumb thing. You know, you watch so much media and play so many games where characters say dumb things. Where characters say dumb things all the time, and everyone acts like it's smart.
Okay.
What?
Everything's slow motion.
Come on. Don't be scared.
A big bug like you.
Okay, so the animals are just here to pet? That's all they're here for? I was gonna get some flowers out of that guy or something. Anyway, there are so many things that I watch or play where the characters say just boneheaded things, but everyone in the world that they're in thinks what they said was smart. And this is a game where the characters say dumb things.
Another bit of rust for your collection?
Oh, cool. I don't have this one yet.
The characters say dumb things to be funny, and then they recognize it. They all recognize it. Everyone knows when a dumb thing has been said. It's so refreshing. Anyway, yeah, we got folks in the chat wondering if the rust is going to end up being an ingredient for our food like everything else. Also, do all of the animals in this world have, like, plants growing out of them so far? I mean, whether plants or at least sessile living things. Okay, so I guess I'm not really... Oh, there it is. I thought we were missing a node. Oh, it's a new flow thingy. Yes, flow thingy. That's what I'm following, a flow thingy. Flow ribbon is... What are these called? I forgot. Don't fall off the cliff. Okay. Rattle pepper.
Boba?
What are they?
You've never heard of boba nuts? They're one of the most nutritious nuts. 25% carbohydrates, 50% protein, 75% lipids.
That adds up to 150%.
Precisely. A great mystery of modern science.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
Maybe. But once you have a taste of my boba salad, you will forget all about it.
All right.
I thought it smelled good around here.
Wow! Okay, luckily that did not hurt. I've already been here. I think I've already been all around here too. I'm just being thorough. Looks like I probably... Whoa, what's that? What is that? And why are the characters not commenting on it? There is architecture in this place.
All clean.
Where's the exit?
I thought this planet was supposed to be a desert.
Exactly.
Deserted, not a desert. According to the archives, a colonization plan had been considered by the apiary, with Exonova as the main provider. But the planet was eventually classified as inhospitable.
Let me guess. High seismic activity?
I don't know. The file doesn't say anything about that.
I hope we don't have any more unpleasant surprises.
Okay, so I think that's all we're gonna get out of being in this building. But I think I see our exit over there. Ah! I think I see our exit over there. And it's got some food near it too. I don't know why I'm collecting flow. I don't know what it's for. Is it fueling my boots?
What was that noise?
Ugh, my stomach. It needs to be. We're
Lord-
here.
Oh.
We found the nest.
But in what state?
Lord Fortuna says, I'm a little disappointed the boba nut tree looks so much like the apple dew tree. Yeah, that is true. I actually couldn't tell. I assumed it was apple dews. I couldn't actually tell the difference at first. What the? What? What? What is going on? Oh no!
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. There is no way this thing is flying again.
Don't say that. You could make a rock fly with the right tools.
Well, maybe. But not this one.
I mean, like a
Both
baseball
wings
bat?
are wasted. The propellers were ripped off. And I'm not even done checking the inside.
We weren't really planning on leaving, were we? We don't really have another place to go anyway.
I'm tired. Why are we always so unlucky? Why are you laughing?
Hold on. We decide to escape the apiary, which apparently no one has managed to do before us. We punch in some coordinates really at random, only because some obscure document from Exonova vaguely attested to the existence of a habitable planet. By some kind of miracle, we cross the boundaries of the apiary without getting caught. We travel across space in a Class D ship that is totally not designed for that, and in spite of the fact that this is not all-terrain, we land without breaking anything. We find food and flow on site even though we hadn't really planned for it. Finally, we get hit with an earthquake, all right, but we get out of it unscathed. The only real consequence is that the nest is a little bit busted. And you think that we're unlucky? We are the luckiest people in the universe.
That's one way to see it.
This planet is our chance to start a new life. With our own rules. Away from the apiary, from the matchmaker and all that loot. And I'd rather endure 1,000 earthquakes than risk being away from you.
What
Source.
Oops.
source? The beginning of something.
Seems like it.
I skipped a line of dialogue.
Nah, this aerial thread is just too fragile.
I'm gonna try that aerial thread again. That seemed cool. Yeah, I feel like I skipped an important line. I don't know what they meant by source. Maybe they'll explain it better later, like they did with apiary. Oh, I thought this was this not where I found that? Where did I find that thread? Is it over here? There it is. Okay. Ah! Okay, so I can't tell if that's...
Did we miss, or did it break?
It broke.
Okay, you know, I think that dialogue is there to reassure me I didn't do something wrong. So I think there's some technology or ability or something I'm going to unlock that lets me do those eventually. Oh no, I lost it!
Oh, sorry, birds. We didn't see you.
Really for this. Nothing? Definitely need more apple dews. And more apple dews as well. Is this the original level that I was on? Is this like, there's gonna be nothing special here because this is where the nest originally was? Well, I guess probably up here might have been where the nest originally was. Oh, so I can leave if I want to. Do I want to? Now let's go back inside. We have been playing this for a little while. It is getting pretty late, so maybe we should head inside, get some rest, and I should also get some rest.
Whoa, what a mess. And now the nest is all akimbo. This feels weird.
Yeah. We'll need to find a way to correct that. But it can wait until tomorrow. I think we've had our share for the day. We deserve some time to relax. If you know what I mean.
You can do whatever you want, but I am going to bed.
Yeah, this place is a disaster. The apiary is a really interesting name for an oppressive government, by the way. Looks like I can't cook. I want to know what my new ingredients are for.
You okay? You? Wake up! It's okay. I'm here. That was just a nightmare. Everything's fine.
That wasn't a nightmare.
Sure it was. Rest easy.
No! I was awake. I could hear you. I just couldn't move or yell. I couldn't breathe. It was horrible.
Yeah, seemed like it was. Do you want my opinion? I'm not a dream expert or anything, but...
It wasn't a dream. I wasn't sleeping. My eyes were wide open.
No, your eyes were closed.
I'm telling you, they were open. I saw everything. You, the room, everything.
Okay. What I meant was that it may have been because of the nest.
What?
You said you couldn't move. You were nailed to the bed. A bit like the nest which is stuck to the ground, right? You've been flying in this thing for years. I bet you're upset to see it in this condition.
No kidding. Which means that if we fix up the nest, this'll all go away?
Could be. Worst case scenario, the nest will be fixed.
Yeah. Well, I hope we'll eventually find the missing parts then, so I can get fixed up too.
Sort of fixing up their home.
All right. Now we can see a lot clearer.
Yeah, we're not there yet, but that should do the trick for now. Now we just need to figure out how to level the nest. The tractor globe is probably done charging. Let's bring it outside.
Do you think it'll be enough to lift it?
I hope so, because I have no idea what else we can do.
So I was not buying Kay's explanation for her dream, by the way. I thought that was ridiculous. We've got a discussion going on in the chat about whether or not the apiary is really a good name for an oppressive society. Lord Fortune says, apiary is what allows us to exploit bees. It hints at people... let's see here. I'm having trouble following this sentence a little bit. It's something like, hinting that people being in it, it suggests an oppressive society where individuality is repressed and folks are pushed into set societal roles. So basically it sounds like, because the word apiary doesn't just mean hive, it means a hive that's controlled by humans, that maybe it's not as good at representing an idea where internally a society is oppressive. And then subjected was the word you meant there. Got it. Anyway, then Smug Rainbow Pony says, I mean, not only is it a hive with a single-purposed individual, it's controlled by another species. Sounds very oppressive to me. So yeah, so I think, I'm not sure I was reading everything right. Fertuz actually pointed out there's some typos that made it so it was hard for me to understand what he was saying. But overall, yeah, I agree with sort of the final conclusion there that I don't know. There's so many names for oppressive societies out there that kind of get repeated and they have the same vibe to them. I just like the fact that the apiary, I can see why it would be an oppressive society, and it hints at the kind of society they're escaping from, but it's not a word I've heard before for this. It's not even sort of a direction I've heard for a word for something like that. It's the writing in this game is really clever. I think that the personalities of the characters are drawn really well. The world feels like, they're giving us just bare hints at how this world works, but I get it, and it's really coming together for me.
You?
Yeah?
I see you've brushed your hair in the shower again.
How can you tell?
It's not draining.
Sorry.
Okay. Wow, great. At first I was like, oh no, what have I done by selecting the shower? But no, it turns out things are fine. Okay, yes. Before I go, I do want to see what these ingredients get us when we're cooking. Okay, so it looks like... Oh, we collected some of that rattle pepper stuff, but it looks like I don't have enough of it. Looks like I need to have 5 of something in order to make a meal. So I felt like I'd collected more rattle pepper than that. And the nuts, what happened to the nuts? Or maybe that was the nuts. Let's cook more. But all I've got is apple juice, so I don't know if that... Maybe that's just the nut, because I think I did get about 3 nuts. I got a bunch more of the pepper. I don't know why the pepper isn't an option, but, yeah. Okay, let's eat. So, Smug Rainbow Pony says they are probably going to get this game.
There's kind of an apple dew taste.
It's in there.
Hey, you never told me. What did your mate look like?
I don't know.
Didn't you get her file from the matchmaker?
Yeah, I did, but I never really looked at it.
Seriously? You're not even curious?
Well, no. I already knew you,
Whatever. Come on, we'll look at it together.
if you wish.
Oh, all right. Any other pictures?
Yeah.
She's kind of cute.
You think so?
Yeah, definitely. Don't you?
I'm trying to think what I would say in this situation. I would probably come up with a way to dismiss her cuteness. But let's have him go with the more confident option.
Yeah. Now that you mention it.
Ugh, as if you needed me to have an opinion about a girl.
I'm sorry. I have the most beautiful of them all with me. 24/7. I need a little bit of time so I can forget her face and give the other ones a chance.
You're such an idiot. Come on, let's check her profile instead of this foolishness. Let's see. Interests. Reading, music, having a drink with my friends. Whoa. Do you think you can handle such a strong personality?
That's harsh.
Job. Ocean biology research assistant at the University of Ox. Huh. Okay. Looks like you two are made for each other.
No one is made for each other. That's the kind of rhetoric the matchmaker uses.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But it still looks to me like that was a blooting good pick. You'd make a great couple.
Might have made. There's a difference.
So I like the fact that like it seems like they're deliberately depicting this relationship as being, sort of a meeting of opposites, or it's like the two are sort of in like joking conflict with each other all the time. They're not like ever in like perfect synchronicity, right? They're never like just both of them want the same thing at the same time in the same way, expressing it in the same way. And it seems like that's what the matchmaker is doing, is trying to find people who are very similar. And these two are sort of demonstrating that they can be very different from each other and still, have that difference and that sort of discord blossom into something beautiful. I think that's really, really cool. That feels like that's kind of the message that feels like it's sort of arising from the way this story is written for me. It's that like they lived in this society where everything was maybe legitimately perfect, but it's sort of the imperfection of this life that they actually really appreciate. So anyway, so Smug Rainbow Pony was talking about how they would love to play this game, and they point out that they actually just finished Spiritfarer, and I thought that was a great emotional journey. I haven't played it beyond what I played on the stream. I should check it out again sometime. I just sort of, I try to play so many different games. It's really hard to sort of play one all the way through, and it seems like that's the kind of treatment that Spiritfarer really wanted, and I haven't done it, so maybe I should check it out sometime. Yeah, so Smoke Rainbow Pony says there's no interesting chemistry happening if you have iron to iron. Yeah, I like that idea. You know, the idea that that it's called chemistry when two people get along, specifically because, you know, chemistry is interesting when you're adding different things together and seeing what new thing blossoms from the both of them. Anyway, so I have gotten very, very tired. You probably can't tell from how fast I'm talking, but I feel like I'm about to collapse. So I think we should get out of here. But that's Haven, and I feel like we've seen enough of it to really understand why people love it. What's great about it is just the way that this relationship between these two characters is drawn. I mean, they're in this impossible situation, but so much. There's still so much like joy and love that sort of blossoms from the relationship between them, even in this harsh situation. It's not turning them against each other. And it's not really even bringing them closer together either. They're just sort of they have friction with each other and with their situation, but friction in a way that creates a spark, you know, and it creates something shiny and beautiful, even though it's something harsh, and it's I don't know, it's really cool. I really like it. I want to play more of it. But for right now, we're not going to. We're going to end the video and go to bed. You can subscribe.